You ever just dream of something? Whether that be your career, your business, your passion, your personal project, your app, your website, your plans for the future? You ever just dream about it? Now, has that dream once put into execution fall flat on his fucking face? That's what happened to Billy McFarland at Fyre Festival, and what these two documentaries present. What was once thought was going to be better than Coachella was some shit, and these two docs focus on that disaster. I only watched the Netflix one recently, and I have to say, it was the saddest movie I ever watched. And I'm going to get into not only what I think about the movie, but also what I think about the entire situation. First, let's talk about what exactly happened. So basically, Fyre Festival was a music festival that was touted as being the best shit since you discovered swear words at 7. The event was organized by the then entrepreneur William McFarland and a couple of others, including Ja Rule.
That nigga's a sweetheart for real.
Apparently, the entire thing, according to the documentary, was to promote an app where you could book musicians for parties and certain events. The idea is actually an okay one, and just like the doc said, it could have been $1 billion idea. If only. So Bill suggested that they would promote the app in a special way by putting together a huge music festival that would kick Coachella's ass. They originally planned to have the entire thing take place on Norman's Cay, but due to difficulties with the size of the island and the amount of people that would show up, they had to pick another tropical place, which was Great Exuma. Behind the scenes, a lot of people worked to try to get this thing set up, especially Grant McGowan and Andy King. Especially Andy. They copped some talent, had some workers, and they only had a few weeks to set that shit up. And as we already know, probably from these two videos, it was a fucking disaster, and the entire thing went viral on social media. I even made a post about it. Fry went bankrupt, Billy got investigated by the FBI, and after trying to pull another scam got arrested and sentenced. Ja Rule went back to being clowned by 50 Cent, and the rest of the people had to clean up the mess that Billy made. Now, why was the movie sad? Well, the movie wasn't all sad. It was funny, it was fun, it was dramatic, and it was shocking, but it was sad because of the people that were behind it. You see, we the audience only knew a tiny bit of the story when it came out. The festival got fucked up and Billy got investigated by the Fed. But this documentary went into more and showed that the people behind it were desperately trying to make it work. In this documentary, we see the people who worked hard on the Fry service get screwed over by the festival itself when it could have been a massive success. In this documentary, we hear about how the workers didn't get their pay and in return retaliated against the staff. In this documentary, we learn about a restaurant owner who had to use her own savings to pay her employees. This movie is sad because there was way more into how this festival affected the people behind it. The story behind the festival is funny, but very sad and fucked, and it gives a new perspective on the thing, as well as a cautionary tale to anyone who tries to do anything similar to Fyre Festival.